Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Nitro. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're back over here on Combat Master to talk about something that's been on my mind for the last few days. So I've been playing this game for a little over a week, and I've just found it
boring.
And not the gameplay. I think it's a good FPS, but just the unlocks are just, they're not interesting. And not what you unlock, how you unlock them. As you can see here, I've gotten my SIG MCX to level 32 and my P18 to level 27 in just over a week. I've been playing for roughly 9 to 10 days, so it's not that hard to level up your guns. But when you come over here to the camo challenges, I've completed all the spray paint, stripes, and maze camo challenges for both the SIG and the P18 in the matter of like 10 days. But I didn't enjoy it at all. The unlock time between each section is so long that by the time you finish one section, you have to grind to get to the next one. And by the time you get there, the dopamine from unlocking the last section has already worn off. After recording my last Combat Master video, I've barely played the game. I log on for about maybe an hour a day. Log on, do my daily challenges, maybe unlock the next camo I needed to unlock, get off. That is the most time I can give this game. It cannot hook my attention for longer than that. The camo grind is just not interesting because of how long it takes in between each section. The camos themselves aren't hard to unlock once you get there, but to level up the gun to that place takes multiple games. Multiple games that I don't really want to play because I want to be unlocking camos. I don't want to be spending games where I'm not unlocking anything and I'm just leveling up the gun. By the time I finish one section, I should be able to go and do the next section of camos. And that works with the SIG. Most of the time, I'd have the last camos just about done and I'd unlock the next one. So I instantly could go on to the next section after I finished the one I was on. But for something like the P19, the camo challenges complete so damn fast that the gap between each section is so long that I'll use it for probably like 3 days and still not unlock the next section. Leveling up pistol is just so annoying. Not from a gameplay standpoint, but from a camo grind standpoint, it just isn't fun. And to add on top of all of this, you can completely remove any adversaries from getting in your way. Because you can unlock all of the camos and do all of your daily challenges in bot lobbies. You can go over, create a custom game, set the bots all the way down, you can set them all the way up if you want, but that's not what we're here. We're here to talk about how easy this game is. You can set them all the way to level 1, and they basically become the most noob bots ever. They will run away from you most of the time, instead of actually shooting you. So you can easily stand there. They'll most of the time just stand still, and you can easily get the headshot challenges done. You can get your headshot camos unlocked. You can get your multi-kills unlocked. You can get your multi-kill camos unlocked. You can unlock it all. You could drop 40 plus kills in a game like I do, and there's no challenge. Why would I want to go and play with people when I'll end up in lobbies with just bots, which can shoot you in ways that don't make any sense? They'll not even be aiming at you, turn around and instantly hit you with a sniper. And then you also have to deal with people that play this game constantly and are way too good at some random FPS game, which makes it annoying when you're trying to unlock camos. From an FPS game standpoint, that is really good if you can get into lobbies where you don't automatically become the best player. There's actually a challenge where you have to fight some dude that's way better than you, and he may like destroy you for the entire match, and then right at the very end you overtake him and you become MVP. There's fun in that. But when you're camo grinding, it is not. When you're camo grinding, you just want to unlock camos. The dopamine is what you want. You're chasing the dopamine of the unlocks, and this game just doesn't have that. It has all the unlocks, but they're just way too easy and take way too long to actually get to the point where you can do them. It just loses its interest so quickly. And when you can take out harder enemies by going into a bot lobby, it makes it even easier. And this game just becomes way too simple. The developers need to find a way to find a balance between how long it takes you to get them and how easy they are to do. I think the camos need to be a bit more challenging to unlock, but easier to get to the point where you can actually unlock them. And I think the problem is the levels on the guns. The amount of XP you need to get from one level to the next is nuts. It's not that hard, it just takes so long that when you're looking at it from a camo standpoint, it's way too much. Now, I don't know, maybe if you're just a FPS player and you don't care about the challenges, maybe the way the guns unlock is better. I don't really know. I can't really picture it. I can only really picture it from my point of view, which is I'm trying to unlock the camos and these guns are taking way too long to level up. I'm dropping 40 kills in a bot lobby. You can get anywhere from 140 to 200 XP a kill, but it takes like over 9,000 XP at fucking level 27. And it's like, that's nuts. There's 80 levels on this gun and I can't even get anywhere. Why would I just don't, it's not fun to keep fucking playing the game and not make it, I'm not making any progress. And then, like, obviously you level up the gun and you unlock an attachment, but half the time they're dog shit and don't actually do anything for the gun at all. They just make the gun worse. I feel like by the second day I had all the attachments I needed to make a pretty good gun. Every once in a while I finally get another one where I'm like, oh, that actually makes my gun better. But most of the time it'd be like, this stat's freaking completely destroyed and this stat's completely destroyed with this new attachment. So that there's no point in unlocking those because they don't help me make my gun better for me to be better at unlocking the camos. So the only thing that's worth unlocking is the camos, but it's not fun to do that. So there's no fun in the game and the game's too easy. And when the game's too easy, I want to go play something else. And then when you add the situation I talked about in my last video, which you can go check out on my channel, the game is just gonna die. It's just going to die. Well, that was my rant. Leave your opinions down in the comments. I'd love to have some discussions with you guys and see where you stand on this, but I think at this current stage, there's no incentive to play the game continuously. I can play for an hour a day and get all the fun I'm gonna have out of it. Feels like more of a chore than fun. And now the camo grind over on COD felt like a chore at some points, but I also just kept doing it. There was something addictive about it, and I don't really know what that is, but I think the developers need to find out what that is so they can implement something like it, so that people who are trying to unlock the camos can get that like dopamine addiction filled and hook them to the game. Because again, like I said in my last video, I think this game has promise, but it needs a lot of work.